Well, it's a new year. Time for some new old movies that you've probably never heard of. For those of you who are new to my show, the first couple of reviews of the year are dedicated to things that are not very well known, part of something I call the Obscurathon. Last year we had a theme, it was science fiction. This year, we're doing fantasy. And as usual, we're starting off with a classic. Twice Upon a Time. A film produced by a little up-and-coming filmmaker you might have heard of. His name is George Lucas. I think he did a movie about a duck or something. Twice Upon a Time is a film with an interesting history. It was the first animated film produced by Lucasfilms, and it was made using cutout animation where figures made of paper and fabric are animated in stop motion on a light table. Also, this movie has some musical talent behind it. The theme song was done by Maureen McDonald. And the opening sequence has an unreleased song by Bruce Hornsby. It was directed and co-written by John Cordy, who did a lot of animated shorts for Sesame Street. This movie was one of his biggest projects, and it took a crew of 60 people over 3 years to make, and its distributor was about to go bankrupt, so it only got a limited release on VHS and Laserdisc. Yeah, y'all have a Laserdisc player, right? Even I don't have one of those. Apparently a lot of people toiled for this movie. Let's see if their effort was worth it. The movie opens with some narration by the late great Paul Frees.
Once upon a time, there were some people called the Rushers of Din. Every night as they slept, sweet dreams were delivered to them from sunny Frivoli, and nightmares came from the mysterious Murkworks. But the villain of the Dark Castle was not content. He wanted the Rushers to have non-stop nightmares. And for that, he needed control of the cosmic clock. It was a time of desperate need for heroes. Any kind of heroes.
Unfortunately, this is all you're gonna get, so good luck. Over at the Murkworks, where nightmares are made, the evil ruler named Synonymous Botch, yes, that's his name, Synonymous Botch, is sending his minions off to kidnap Greensleeves, master of the FIGMEN who bring good dreams to people. Get it? FIGMEN? Figment? They're figs? Ah! Ah! Glad you're feeling better. Ah! Oh. I think that's the only way it can communicate. So the vultures show up and steal all the FIGMEN, but Greensleeves sends out an SOS to Frivoli before getting kidnapped himself. It's received by his niece, FLORA, the actress, apparently.
I bring tidings to the Chef of State. Another message from Din. Would you like to read this?
Surely. There's no reason to hurry, child.
Oh, no, of course not. I hope it's good news.
I'm sure it is, my dear. What other kind of news is there?
Oh,
They are gonna be so disappointed.
Is it from my Uncle Greenie? Is he okay?
My dear, couldn't be better. Oh, yeah.
Will there be a reply?
Not necessary, Miss Fauna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dream on.
Why am I not believing this man?
Because he's an idiot. Also, he can't read, apparently, so he tosses the note away.
Sometime I'm gonna have to learn to read, and write, and tie my shoes, and button my fly.
Then we meet our two would-be heroes, Ralph the all-purpose animal who can morph into other creatures. He's voiced by Garfield and sometimes Peter Venkman, Lorenzo Music.
We'd like to, but we have to take out the trash.
Don't look at me. I already took out the trash.
His sidekick is Mumford, the all-purpose nothing, who's voiced by nobody because he doesn't talk. He kind of just fumbles around and makes noises. He's supposed to be a reference to Charlie Chaplin, I think. They work at the Dream Factory, and as you might have guessed, they're not very good at their job and cause all kinds of havoc. So they get put on permanent trash duty.
Empty little buckets into big barrel. Put big barrel in cart. Push cart far away.
Yeah, but where exactly?
Far, far, far away.
Yeah, I know, but how far? I mean, we could push it so far that it could be too far, or we could just push it a little.
You'll know when you get there.
What?
I said, you'll know when you get there.
Oh, thanks.
Think nothing of it.
Don't you hate orientation? Also, you should probably give these guys some better directions. You know, just a thought. They run into Flora, who's looking for the discarded message, and she finds out that Greensleeves has been kidnapped, and they need to go find him. Meanwhile, Ivor, Botch's robot gorilla with a TV head, informs him that their plan is Gah! Don't show him in the tub! Anyway, he heads over to Frivoli and tricks them into thinking he's a friend of Greensleeves and has a plan to rescue him. Because this guy is totally trustworthy.
Here's the stretched cat collection.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, that seems normal.
Here, this ought to make you puke. The Royal Bathead Collection. Every bathead had a bat body attached to it. Took 'em off. Just chop them off and nail them to the wall. They're really pretty, aren't they? Here's one that's got a smile. Oh, South America.
Call the police.
Gentlemen and lady, here is Din.
Oh, Din.
Where's my uncle?
You look for him. He might be there. You'll see him.
He looks real nice. Are they friendly?
Oh, they'd love to be friendly, only they rush around so much, they don't have the time to be friendly.
The what, don't
The
they?
time, they have watches or clocks on their wrists which tell them the time they don't have because they are always rushing and they think they don't have
What is time?
2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
There's something that tells them that they don't have something?
Yeah.
And that there's a clock?
It's a clock.
And they watch it?
They watch it.
And it tells them
The time.
that they don't have.
That's simple, isn't it? Get it?
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much working life. Why do we do it again? So he tells Ralph and Mum to head out into our world and get a magic spring out of a clock, but Flora decides to stay behind because Botch can get her an acting gig. Like I said before, she's an aspiring actress and she makes sure everyone knows it.
I can act. I can do comedy. I can do tragedy. I can play 2 parts at once. Can't you see I have talent? It's pouring out of my pebbles.
Boy, can you ever act. Wow, what pathos, what pain.
I've been trying to tell you I'm ready to devote my life to showbiz.
I could have been a contender! Then our duo heads off to navigate the most terrifying landscape imaginable. Live action world! Oh god, it's horrible! Take it away! Take it away! Back at Mercworks, Botch explains that he creates nightmares by recording screams of fear and that Flora can help him.
I'm gonna put you into training right away. Clear the track. The stage is next.
I'm ready.
The time is right.
I'm ready.
Break a leg.
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready.
Break both arms. Break your head. Break your neck. Break your back.
Actually, I'm not quite that ready yet. Wow! I love it.
I think we're interrupting something. We should probably go. Ralph and Mum eventually find the clock, and it just so happens that this random clock in this random store in this random city is the most powerful thing in the world because they fiddle with it and it affects all of time. Did the owner of the shop know what this thing was? I guess not, since it was just hanging on the wall. They should keep it locked away in a vault somewhere. It's dangerous. What if someone bumps into it or something? Of course they end up breaking it, freezing time for everyone in the real world, and the mainspring bounces away. I think it breaks reality too, because everything looks kind of off and out of place. It's like this movie was cut out of paper or something. Botch's vultures show up to steal the spring, then the fairy godmother shows up to help. Yes, the fairy godmother. I kinda like her though. She's very sassy.
You gotta find that crazy kooky spring before Botch gets his hands on it.
But it's gone. I mean, we don't even know where to look, do we?
Good grief, you're small in the hat size. Now, where did you see it last?
Outside.
Good, that's a start. Look outside. It's not inside here, so maybe it's outside there. Am I moving too fast for you?
No.
Good. Now, I suggest that you find that spring.
Okay, we'll try, but listen, honestly, we haven't been too very successful lately.
Your spirit of adventure is inspiring.
Thank you.
Better take these 3 dimes.
Dimes?
Yes, they're magical. You get in any real trouble, you toss one in the air, a phone booth appears. Personally, I don't understand it. Anyway, give me a call, all right? Here's my number.
Thank you, Fairy Godmother.
Just call me FGM. I hate excess verbiage.
She lets them know that Botch is a bad guy, and it turns out his plan was to stop time and leave nightmare bombs everywhere. Then he'd restart time and set off all the bombs, creating a world of perpetual nightmares. So while the boys go off to look for the spring, FGM enlists some extra help.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, who are you?
My name is RESCUEMAN.
And what do I learn from that?
My name?
Yes.
I'm a superhero.
You're kidding.
I'm not a full-fledged one. I'm on my learner's permit, but that's almost as good.
You have a resume, perhaps I could check
Yeah,
some
I do right here. It's a blank piece of paper, but it is notarized and it's legal size.
You've made my day. If only I could give you a little test, you could show me that you're capable of doing
I've got
things.
an idea.
Yes?
Why don't you give me a test?
There's an idea.
Thank you.
Well, I think we're boned.
To make it a little more interesting, I'll be a damsel in distress, currently on fire.
At this moment on fire.
Here we go. Oh, help! Damsel in distress, currently on fire. Oh, help!
This is the test,
This
so I
is where
should
you
do
jump
something.
in and do something.
Okay, you're on fire.
Currently.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Superheroes are very polite.
Skip polite, go right to action.
Oh.
I now feel molecules charring internally.
Gotcha.
Oh, help! Damsel in distress, currently on fire.
Would you like to be rescued?
More than life itself.
Let me just suck those flames up there.
My hero.
Thank you.
We are so boned. They discover all the nightmare bombs and get concerned about Flora, so Rod goes to rescue her and hopefully won't burn her to death. And I'm sure you've guessed by now, leaving these two near explosives won't end well. They drop one of the bombs and experience a nightmare for the first time. It's kind of disturbing too. It's like if the movie Poltergeist happened at an Office Depot. They recover and FGM shows up to give them the business.
We're in big trouble. Can you help us? We don't know
You
what...
want some advice?
Very much.
Get out of the business.
Huh?
Do something else. Take up basket weaving. Not a stinging, but you worry too much. You go by the book. You've got no style.
Well...
Yeah, and you're Louis. Just the opposite. So very, very out to lunch. Irresponsible. In short, a real nothing.
Hey, he is not. And neither am I. Well, we tried our best.
That's your best? You're fired.
What?
Apparently you're not deaf. You're fired. Goodbye, farewell, toodaloo, shalom, arrivederci, pax hominibus.
Yeah, you guys are not very good at this. Have you considered maybe a nice quiet office job? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot about Rod. He finds Flora and rescues her from one of the nightmare sets.
Is this another character? Has someone else been written in?
No, I'm a real person. Whoa, back again. Who's it? Whoa. Flora, that bully hit you. Don't worry, I'll save you. Whoa. Golly, I did it.
I don't like that look on his face.
So what is this place? Where am I anyway?
This is
How
my
do I get
apartment
out?
cum gymnasium. Everything here is designed not only as an article of furniture, but as a piece of exercise equipment.
This is weird.
This is my stereo and gluteus maximus room. And my personal favorite, soon to be one of yours, the love seat and leg lift station. Would you like to try it out?
Don't touch me.
She falls out of his house, which is a football in the sky. This movie's kind of weird. So he rescues her. So he rescues her. So he... well, I'm sure this will work out.
Fauna, are we glad to see you?
See, I told you. Meanwhile, inside the castle, there was a subplot about one of Botch's nightmare writers named Scuzzbopper. Boy, these are great names. Wanting to be a novelist, but Botch throws his novel out the window, so he takes the only logical action. Boy, this just got dark. Oh, he's okay. I guess he was just stretching his back.
Excuse me, Flora.
What is it?
Shall I get him down?
Oh, yes, yes.
And now he's dead. Nah, he's fine. Flora and Rod rescue Greensleeves, but Ivor shows up. So Rod tries to do something.
Don't touch me there!
I'm the only one who can touch her there, right, Flora?
This movie is mildly inappropriate, too. But ultimately, Flora takes him out by pulling on random wires. The others go to confront Botch and his NES video game Boss Fortress.
Dark is not one of my favorite colors.
Are you boys all right? Okay, hold still this time.
Despite his arsenal of comedic gags, Ralph tricks Botch into setting off all the bombs before they get time started again, which wastes them. And with his plans foiled, they send Botch running off.
Thank you for saving my Uncle Greenie.
Oh, it was nothing.
My favorite heroes.
Oh, come on.
Flora, I'm here too, you know.
You're too tall to kiss.
No problem.
Okay, why not?
Whoa!
Ha! And I didn't really do anything!
Very good. FGM, am I glad to hear you?
Bye. You guys did really good. Congrats on that.
Oh, I just remembered we have a dime left.
Isn't that honest? Keep it. You'll need it.
We will?
Trust me, I'm your fairy godmother.
You know, I'm pretty sure that dime was all that was left of this film's budget. The spring is returned to the clock and time starts up again with everyone blissfully unaware they narrowly avoided Armageddon. That's kind of a scary thought. Try not to think about it too much. And we end with a man taking a moment from his busy day to buy a balloon, followed by the credits featuring all the voice actors, including a rare on-screen appearance by Lorenzo Music. We miss you, man. So that was Twice Upon a Time. I really liked it. The few problems it had involved subplots that don't really go anywhere. At times it does feel a bit clustered, and this movie is very dialogue heavy. Most of the voice actors were improv actors who'd go off script a lot, which filled a lot of what would be quiet moments in the movie with a lot of quirky background dialogue. But it's a very imaginative and unique movie. The characters are likable, it's witty, and the animation gives it a long-lasting charm. It even had some pretty impressive visuals and set designs. I'd absolutely recommend seeing it, but it's hard to find. I said before it had a limited release on VHS and Laserdisc, but it's yet to be released on DVD for multiple reasons. For one, Ivor's TV had clips of copyrighted movies and TV shows on it, which complicates things. The same reason we'll never see Muppet Babies on DVD. The other reason is because there are several cuts of this movie. An uncut version of the movie was later aired on HBO, but from what I can tell, it just had more cursing and synonymous Botch's dialogue.
I just want to say a few words to you minions before you go off on your mission. I know some of you have wives and sweethearts and all that malarkey. I just want to say a few words to you scumbags before you deliver those nightmares. I know some of you have girlfriends and old ladies and all that kind of crap. And you're probably expected to get into their feathers tonight. Well, let me just say, tough shit.
Marshall Efron, Botch's voice actor, felt it made the character more sleazy. Personally, I don't think it adds much to the overall film. The regular cut seems fine the way it is. Though I hear there are some variations between each version of the movie's release, like longer scenes. The tape I have had a few awkward edits, like a scene was cut out. You can go on YouTube and find fan-edited versions that fix some of that and even add in some of the uncut stuff. It makes me sad that such a nice little film is being held back by licensing problems. We can only hope that one day it'll get a new official release and the world will finally recognize its greatness. Though I think a lot of modern animators may have drawn some inspiration from this movie. Harnessing the power of fear is kind of like what they were doing in Monsters, Inc. Botch's plan was similar to Pitch's plan from Rise of the Guardians, and Ralph kind of reminds me of Jake from Adventure Time. So perhaps its greatness is already known. Well, that's one down. So, remember last year when I looked at an obscure Dutch film about a talking bear? Join me next time for another obscure Dutch film about a talking bear. Oh boy,